Hey, this is Andrew with JM Pro TV, and today I'm with local resident and community member and storyteller Roy Harris, who is here to tell us a little bit about the Goombay Festival happening this weekend. Hi, Roy. What can you tell us about Goombay?
Well, the Goombay is probably starting on its 35th or 36th year, so I invite you to come out and be a part of it. Goombay has had its cycles up and down just like anything else in life, and so it's time for the next generation. One of the things I'm trying to push and ask people to push for this year is next generation rising. And what does that really mean? How does the next generation see Goombay? The city sees it one way. Older people may look at it in a whole different way, but at some point we have to say, how do the next generation, the millenniums, what do you want? How do you see it? And as we go through it, it's going to start tomorrow at 12 o'clock downtown, and it's going to go on for a while and a couple of days and everything. But we ask you to bring your ideals, bring your thoughts. Let's just have a party. Let's just fellowship and have a good time this weekend, so that as we have a good time, we are just going forward in where we want to go with this. And so invite you to come down. We're going to Caribbean food, music, and everything that is all of this. And so come and be a part of it. And I've been associated now probably 30 years of the life cycle of Goombay. I started as a small vendor at Goombay selling hot dogs, and we would sell about 300 hot dogs, make about $300, clear about $150 in profit, and then we would in turn give that $150 to the YMI to continue its work. And so from being a part of just a small vendor at the Goombay on to helping to man certain booths during certain times, and now on to being a part of the board of directors, which is putting on the Goombay this year. We have a whole board of directors that is made up of some new individuals on the board of directors at the YMI, and so I'm interested in where they want to go with it, how they want to take it. But also we want to honor the past people that had something to do with the Goombay, and we want to just say, I just want to personally say thank you. Thank you for all those years that you stuck by it through thick and thin, and I just want to say thanks to them, because the next generation will, 30 years from now, they'll be looking for that same thank you that they've been through it. And so I know now that a lot of folks don't, their attention spans is not, for a festival like this is short, but I encourage you, come out, be a part of it, meet your friends, and let it be a homecoming for some people. Let it be a get together for some people. A lot of people don't get together anymore, and also it's a part that maybe leave your social media iPhone home and just talk to people, interact with them, be a part of who they are, find out where the grandkids are, where the kids are, so that you can be a part of it. And so come on out. I'm going to be there somewhere, somehow, all around for that weekend, and just as I've been for the last 30-some years, and I'm willing to pass the torch on to the next generation, and so come get it. I'll have it in my back pocket, and if you want it, I'll just whip it out and give it to you, and you can continue on. So thank you for being a part of it so far, and come again.
So the theme of this year is the next generation for taking on. Can you describe what the previous generation of Goombay Festival has been?
Well, the previous generation that have done the Goombay were called Friends of the YMI, and a lot of those people have gone on to glory, but there's some still around, and so we want to create new friends of the YMI, and the new friends of the YMI will be that generation which will take the legacy of what the YMI is all about, and what the board, and serve on the board, serve on committees, and do all those kinds of things so that it can continue on. No festival is automatic anymore. You got too much competition out there, and you just can't automatic, because there's a festival, I bet you, in western North Carolina, maybe 10 or 12 festivals going on this weekend, with people trying to get all of their. I was in Raleigh last weekend, and they have an African American festival there, and so I got to participate in that as a storyteller, and also seeing what was going on down there. It was refreshing somewhat to see lots of black folks. They were all over the place, And so, coming from Asheville somewhat, I don't see that all the time. And so it was just, and I got to meet my daughters there. They sort of came because they knew that I was going to be there, and so they came and participated with me, and so it was good. I got to see people that I hadn't seen in a couple of years, and so come on out to the previous Gombe individuals that worked at Gombe. Thank you. I just can't say enough about thank you for what you do, and also to encourage other folks that if you're going to get involved in something like this, it's got to be wholeheartedly. You got to, for that weekend, you got to put everything aside and sort of deal with it, because that's what the community expects of us. And so we're going to do the best job we know how. And again, come out, celebrate with us, do some handshaking, fist bumping, hugging, kissing, all of those facets of getting to know each other as a community, because the community is changing around us. Well, they're not really changing. Different folks, but we're all the same. We all have our likes, our dislikes, and what we want to do to have fun. Again, invite you to come and be a part of it.
So you were mentioning that this is something that's come out of the YMI community. What is the YMI community for viewers who maybe aren't familiar, and why is this an important festival to be a part of in light of that?
The YMI stands for Young Men Institute, and with it being, the building was built in 1893. George Vanderbilt, some say he loaned the money to build it, and some said it was a grant. But in 1906, he was basically consolidating some of his assets, and the $30,000 that was part of the YMI that he loaned to the YMI came up with $10,000, and basically he said, that's it, y'all can move on and y'all run it and take care of it. And so we've tried it over the years. They've stayed in contact somewhat with the Biltmore Stake people and everything, and so we're asking them to help us preserve it. Also, the YMI building is 18,000 square feet, and it's been a part of the community. And I like to tell folks that at the YMI, we had from birth to death in that building, and then there was doctors' offices there, and at one point there was a mortuary in the YMI building, so you could go from birth to death. When the community had no fellowship halls, the YMI was that fellowship hall. And so let's not forget about our legacy here. I think sometimes I get frustrated because people take it for granted. They just take it for granted, and this is one of the few places in the world that African Americans in particular have a building of this size. A lot of cultural centers in other communities or somebody's basement or the church basement or somewhere, but what we have a large 18,000 square foot building. So let's revive it. Let's do what we got to do to carry the legacy forward. Even though all kinds of things are happening around us, that means that there ought to be something that all of us are willing to. As I told a group the other day, I'm willing to die for it, and that is how strong I feel about it. Not only my community, but you just got to hold on to something, and the way you hold on to it is to take on all challenges. Being a Christian, I know that everybody in the Bible, David was fighting all the time because somebody was always wanting to take over a country, and then you can see it around the world now. Just came back from South Africa, and I could see tenements of that thing there where one group want to dominate and take over something, but you have to be willing to stand up for it and support it and be everything that you want to be. So again, come on out, come see us, make us better than where we are now. And you can do that by participating and being a part of it as a vendor, as a volunteer, as someone that's helping out, as someone that's working with the children and everything. And let's take this festival to a higher level than it is right now, and let's get everybody involved.
So this festival includes food and music and lots of vendors, as you're saying. What kind of acts or events or parts of this are you most excited about this year?
I mean, we're sort of doing a focus this year on local bands and local events and everything, and so that, give the local entertainers a chance to come on out and show their stuff. And as we go through this transition area here, we want to make sure that the next generations can start to see what they got to do and what they're going to do and how they're going to take it and everything. The sorority sisters that went to Miami back in 1980 and around that era and came back and brought this ideal back. That isn't saying that you can't go somewhere and do the same thing, come back with an ideal or to help to generate an ideal here in Asheville. It belongs to all of us, and it takes all of us to be a part of it, and so we'll just keep plugging at it and keep working at it and hoping that someone will come along and do their part. Thank you to all of the sorority sisters that went to Miami, Florida back in the 80s and came back with this ideal. You deserve our honor. You deserve our thank yous. You deserve everything that we've ever been. So next generation, step up to the plate, do what you got to do, and we'll move forward from there.
And what time does this start tomorrow?
Basically, we'll start to have the festival sort of kick off at 6 o'clock, but we're going to have load-ins so the vendors can start bringing their stuff in, and so we're going to have people starting to load their stuff in. But 6 o'clock we will have a kickoff ceremony, and then we'll go from there.
And if viewers wanted to learn more, if they're vendors and want to participate, or just want to show up and learn more about the event overall, musicians playing, are there resources people can look up to find out more information?
You can call the YMI office, and there's be someone there all day tomorrow and all day the rest of the day to pick up applications, pay fees, and those kinds of things. And I don't have that number handy with me, but just call the YMI office and we'll get you started from there. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to smiling in your face. I'm looking forward to shaking your hand. I'm looking forward to being a part of the board that will help put this on and everything. So come.
All right, so this is the Goombay Festival happening in Asheville this weekend. Mr. Roy Harris, thanks so much for speaking with us for a minute.
Thank you, and bring your cameras and bring your radio station, bring everything there, and just have a fun, and we'll do what we got to do. Thank you.
Right. Cool.
Okay.